just look at things. I'm a people watcher. I like
They love
fast
the
cars,
boobies.
fast cars and fast women.
I'll play football, which we need bags to carry all our stuff.
7 foot, I think.
I'm Tom,
I'm Tanya.
and together we make up TNT Dynamic SS. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 things we hate about the 2010 Camaro SS. What's your number one?
My number one thing is the first gear to fourth gear force shift, or the second gear lockout, I guess you call it, lockout. It's when you're in first gear and you want to go to second gear, you can't, it locks you out if you're going between 15 miles an hour and 19 miles an hour. So to get around it, you either have to shift into second before you hit 15 miles an hour, which is at, I don't like doing that, it's at low RPMs. Or your second option is you can shift into second after you hit 19 miles an hour, which doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're sitting in traffic in the city, sometimes you can't always get up to 19 before you want to shift into second gear. So I think that's kind of stupid. I don't understand. I mean, I know why they did it. They did it because it's their way to avoid the gas guzzler tax. But I don't see a point in it. It's annoying. It's inconvenient. I really don't understand why Chevy did it.
But I do know SLP makes a elimination fastener or whatever. You hook it into the wiring harness and it eliminates that, first to fourth shift. It'll actually let you go into second gear anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are talking about the Camaro SS, the 2010, with the LS3 motor, which has the 6-speed transmission, not the automatic. That 6-speed transmission gives you an extra, I think, 26 horsepower it is.
Yeah,
Gives you
like that.
426 instead of 400. That's my number one complaint too, because when we were down at the dragway there, I spun through first, and I was way above 40 mile an hour, and I went to shift into second, and it locked me out anyways. So it's just, sometimes I guess it's stubborn or whatever, because it's done that to me before when I've had it up to a high speed in first gear. It wouldn't let me shift into second, and it's just really annoying.
So if any of you guys out there have used that eliminator that we're talking about, let us know how it works. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you have any other suggestions? Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you guys have used it before, or if it works for you, just let us know.
Yeah, leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
Because I do believe we're going to end up putting that on there. That'd be the first mod to this, because I've had about enough of it.
Okay, on to number 2.
What's your number 2, honey?
Number 2. My number 2 would be... My number 2 thing I dislike about the car is the lock button. That's what I don't like, the lock button. Most cars have your lock button and your unlock button over here on your door panel, and they also have them over on the passenger side panel. But the Camaro, for some reason, has one right down here in the center between your climate control gauges. It's right here. Unlock, lock, unlock. So, I'm not quite sure why they put it there. I really like the Camaro. It's a great car. But you sit here and you kind of look at things and you're like, wonder why they decided to put that there. It's kind of an inconvenient spot. They could have put it over on the door like everybody else does and made it a little bit more convenient. But, it's just one of the little things you have to get over if you want to drive a Camaro. I just thought it was kind of odd that it would be put there. So.
And my number 2 complaint is the windows. Now they're, on our Suburban we have the AVS, rain drip protectors on the outside. Now this, they make them, but they stick right to the paint, and I don't like doing that. If the door had a frame around it and they made them for it, I'd love it. I'd stick them right on it. But since, the way these doors open, it's glass right up against the body, and it just, the ones they make for it are just ridiculous. But when you're driving down the road and you crack the window or something to get some fresh air, and there's any kind of moisture on the front windshield or on the hood, it comes right back the windshield, right to the outside, and right down inside, and lands right on top of your switch.
Yep.
Right on top of your switches. Now, they could have put the switches somewhere else, or made it so the freaking water don't run in, because they got to know people go down the road even in a rainstorm and have their windows cracked a little bit for some fresh air. But that's my number 2 complaint. And what's your number 3, honey?
On to number 3, that would be the key entries into the car. The driver's side door has a key entry on it, but the passenger side door does not have a key entry on it, and also the trunk does not have a key entry.
That's really annoying, because I just carry around. Oh,
he just carries a key.
I just carry a key with a little tag on it. What's that say? Cash Daddy on there. Now, one day you'll know why I'm called Cash Daddy and why she's called Tango. But that's for another day. But there's one key, and that's all I carry is a key, so, don't take up the key fob in my pocket all day and all that. But when I come up to the car to unlock it, if I want to get into the passenger side, I got to unlock the driver's side, reach in, hit the button in the center of the car, and then go to the other side and open the other door. Or for the trunk, I got to unlock the door, hit the trunk button on the door, which for some reason half the time it doesn't want to work right. And you really got to push on it, or one day it didn't work at all for me until we stopped the next time.
Yeah.
But she carries a key fob with her. I got a key fob, but I don't carry it. But that really annoys me, why they eliminated it down to one. One key spot for the whole car. But that's my number 3.
3.
Yeah, number 3. That's my number 3 complaint also.
So, number 4. Passenger side seat. The driver's side seat has controls over here, so you can go up and down as much as you want, which is nice. I'm 5 foot, so when I drive, I have to raise the seat up. He's 6'4", so when he drives, it's got to be the whole way down on the floor. The passenger side, however, does not have that option. You can only move it up and back. You can't move it up towards the, you can move it forwards and backwards, but you can't move it up and down. And I'm only 5 foot, so when he's driving, I like to see out the window and, just look at things. I'm a people watcher. I like to look outside. But being so short, it comes right to here on me, and I feel like I'm just kind of barely looking over the door.
All right, my number 4 complaint is the back seat. Now, we got 3 boys. And, of course,
they're getting bigger. They're teenagers.
They're getting bigger. They're teenagers. Of course, we only got 2 seat belts back here also, which makes it a lot of fun. But however, I'm 6'4", and there is no leg room, barely no leg room back there. And it just makes it a pain for the boys to ride in there. I know it's not a family car or nothing, but they like to go with us. And me being 6'4", it's got to be, the seat's got to be the whole way down. It's got to be leaning back. It's got to be the whole way back for me to get into it and fit. Now, I do know another fellow that owns a Camaro, and he's, 7 foot?
7 foot, I think. Yeah.
Now, I don't know how he drives around in it, because I have a heck of a time, But, yeah, and I tried putting a helmet on the other day to go racing, and I couldn't get my head in here with the helmet on without laying the seat back into the back seat pretty much and pulling the steering wheel the whole way back and, reaching as far as I could for the shifter. But, yeah, there's just not a lot of room in the back seat. But it's a sports car. It's not
a family car.
Not meant to be a family car, so we get to go out and, normally it's me and her that get to go out on the weekends and stuff. Every once in a while, one of the kids will come with us. And speaking of kids, this little fella right here,
What?
get over here so they can see you. Quit hiding behind the seat. This guy right here, his name's A-Jim. Well, we're going to call him A-Jim. But he has an Instagram account. If you want to follow him, we'll put it right down here
Down there.
for you guys to follow. And it is what?
A-Jim.
I_. A-Jim. What is your complaints about the car? You got any complaints?
The trunk.
The trunk.
We all
about
play
trunk?
football, which we need bags to carry all our stuff. There's 3, so 3 bags go into one trunk.
Yeah, we got 3 boys, and they all play. Well, he's talking about their bags. They're football bags. I think they're 36 inches long, and they're about 16 inches wide. You know, they put their shoulder pads in them, put their helmets in them, put their grip
Cleats and
protectors
stuff,
and
yeah.
cleats and their water bottles and everything in there. And we go, taking football, and we got to fit all 3 of them in there. Now, when we bought the car, I was like, we can fit some dead bodies in the back of there, but
It looked big.
apparently they're only, her size dead body. 'Cause she says she's only 5 foot, only. I think she's only like 4'10" unless she's wearing heels. But any other complaints?
The windows,
The windows.
because when the window's down, the air goes to the back.
Oh, yeah.
And if you have it down, whoever's sitting in the back seat is cold. But if you put it up, everyone's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if GM's better design. I like the low rooftop and, just the way it looks. But I don't know if it's aerodynamics or what. But you put the windows down and the driver and the passenger doesn't get any air. And all the heat coming off the motor through the, firewall and the floor pan, it gets warm up here. So you put the windows down to cool down, you don't get no air. But yet, anybody sitting in the back is just blasted with air. So you're hot up front, you put the windows down, you can't cool down. They're freezing cold in the back, and they don't heat up. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe a design flaw or something, but what's your number 5?
I don't have a number 5.
You don't have a number
I
5.
don't have a number 5. There are only 4 things I do not like about this car.
Bum, bum, bum.
Da-da-da.
What am I on? 5?
Yeah.
You're on 5.
I'm on 5.
5.
Never again. Because I will, don't get me wrong, I love a Camaro. But I will never buy another Camaro that does not have a sunroof in it. Or a moonroof or something. To get some air in. Open it up. Get some air
light.
and some light. Because it gets so dark in here. Like right now. It's evening. And in the fall. And it's already dark at what? 5:30?
5:30, 5:45.
Yeah, next week it'll be dark at this time because we moved the clocks. But there's no air, no light. Just, you feel a little bit cramped. But I guess the horsepower and everything makes up for that.
Yes. Speaking of horsepower, let's talk about what we like the most about our Camaro.
Yeah.
My number 1 thing that I like most about the Camaro is the power, the go.
426 horsepower. Go!
Pulling up to a red light, and there's a little teenager in a rice burner next to you, revving his engine. Vroom, vroom.
What do you say?
That's a cute little toy.
Oh.
But I like the power, being able to just take off from a red light when it hits green, leave them in the dust. It's
Yeah,
nice.
That's what I like. I love this LS3. It's amazing. And what's number?
Number 2, compliments. I love the compliments, the attention. It's an attention getter. Definitely Victory Red. It's an attention getter.
Yeah. She gets compliments all the time. All the time getting compliments. Everywhere we go.
From guys and girls.
Gas station, well, whatever, fast food or restaurant, wherever we go, she's getting compliments. I've gotten one compliment. And that was at a gas station. A woman walked past and I was sitting in the driver's seat. She said, "That's a really nice car. I like that." I said, "Well, thank you." But that's the only thing I've ever gotten, that one person.
I get them all the time. Must be because I'm a girl.
Must be. They love
Fast
the
cars,
boobies.
fast cars and fast women.
Oh,
Bye, guys.
bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh, what's your number 3 thing?
My number 3 thing that I like about the Camaro is... I don't know. I really just like the power and the attention. I don't know if I have to have a number 3, 4, or 5. I think number 1 and 2 is enough.
I like the bolstered seats, the way they hug you, and the heated seats. Well, pretty much, I guess, the seats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the seats are nice.
Just the way they hug you and how comfortable they are when you're riding. Because normally, in any vehicle, when we go somewhere, after an hour or so, I got to stop, get out, stretch my legs. Because, well, that's for another story. Because I got into an accident and I hurt a lot. But, you know, these seats they're comfortable. We rode in them. We went clear down to the, Delaware
Yeah.
Beach. And I don't think we stopped but one time to get gas. And
Yeah.
I didn't hurt or anything. So it was really nice.
It's a comfortable car. For a sports car,
Yeah.
it's comfortable.
Yeah, for a sports
Yeah.
car.
It's comfortable.
And the ride's halfway decent. It don't beat you up.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you a little sporty feel. But, you know, the way it should be, I guess.
I don't know.
Another thing I like is it's red. They definitely see you. It is red.
They definitely see you. Good or bad, they definitely see you.
Yeah, they see you. Whether it's a cop or whether it's your friend,
Yeah,
they see
They
you.
definitely see you.
Oh. And another thing I do like, which I guess would make 5 things, I guess.
Yeah.
Yours and mine, you know.
Yeah, maybe altogether 5, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Give or take.
but it's the traction control. I do like the traction control, that you could shut it off and you could roast the tires. You know, we got to learn on that one because we were at the drag strip. If you haven't watched that, please watch it. Go in, watch it. Women did an amazing job. They did a lot, almost better than the men. But that traction control, you shut it off, roast the tires off of it, and I just like it. And I don't know why or what but whatever.
All right.
But it's just that option. So
So,
in our next video, just a little hint. In our next video, we're going to take her out. We're going to go out to an undisclosed location in Mexico. And I'm going to teach her how to do a burnout.
because again, if you watch the videos from last Saturday down at the drag strip, I
You'll know
cannot
why.
do a burnout to save my life. So the next video is Tom teaching me how to do a burnout. It should be interesting.
Yeah, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. I do believe it'll be down here if you're on a phone. It'll be up there if you're in a computer, whatever. But hit that subscribe button, pound that like button, and come back and watch her roast the tires off. So, anything to say? Anything, Tom?
I'm good.
Tom, bye. Bye. All right, we'll see you
Bye.
next time.
See ya.